Back, this is the pick.
Welcome back to the show.
And we're going to be talking about some more games in the week 1 of the NFL preview. Texans and Patriots will be the next game we talk about. Patriots is favored by 6.5. I disagree. I think Texans winning this game. The reason why I think the Texans win this game, keys for them, is I think they're going to be getting at Brady and be hitting him a lot. And if they can do that, and if they can score some touchdowns, especially take advantage, if they can maybe cause a turnover, I think that Texans definitely winning this game. And for the Patriots is protect Brady as much as you can. They need to throw the ball sideways, get the ball to the running backs and wide receivers as quick as they can, because that rush is going to be coming. See if they can take advantage of some matchups, like taking advantage of whoever's on guard Gronk as much as they can. If the Texans are smart, they're going to play off of Gronk and make sure he doesn't get hands on the players that's guarding him. If that happens, then Gronk's going to have a field day. Definitely want to see how Honey Badger plays in this game. Want to see if Colvin can be a #1 corner. And I want to see if J.J. Watt's the guy what he used to be, man. If he's I'm definitely looking forward to that. I want to see how Watt and Clowney play together. And I want to see if Brady still has it, man. He's getting up
41 years old.
But he won MVP last year, so you still got to respect him, man.
I'm in the same boat as Adam. I'm taking the Texans on this one. I do think this is going to be a really, really close game. Probably like a 3-point game. Keys for the Patriots, for me, is try to get Gronk going early and quick. To me, that's his best target on the field. They don't really got any superior weapons outside of him. So that's my key for the Patriots: get Gronk going and early and often. Keys for the Texans, man, they got a strong defense, and I think they're going to try to get to Brady as much as possible. And that's my key: is get to Brady as much as possible and try to cause some turnovers, get a strip fumble or something like that. It's going to be rough for Houston on offense as far as running game. I don't think they have a strong running game, so I think they're going to have to rely on Watson a lot, or isn't that how you say his name, Watson? He's going to pretty much be the man to score the points for him. Either throwing the rock or running the ball himself, because I don't think they got much running game. But I think Houston Texans win by 3.
All right, 49ers and Vikings will be the next game we talk about. Vikings are favored by 6.5. I think it's going to be around there. I do got the Vikings winning this game. Jimmy Garoppolo has a whole lot of nothing.
About 5 games.
No, I mean like throwing any.
No targets. His best target's old man Pierre Garçon.
So his running back got hurt.
I
don't really know who the tight end even is. So it's gonna be really hard for the 49ers to win this game in my eyes. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good defensive game, or I think it's gonna be a blowout because Kirk Cousins is throwing picks and being whacked, being third cousins. Then definitely 49ers gonna hang around. But if he's on his first cousins, I think the Vikings are gonna dominate the 49ers.
Man. I'm taking Minnesota as well. Big question mark for San Francisco is their defense. Their defense is very questionable. They got, of course, some talent, but it's just very scattered around. So they ain't got much talent going for them. Like I said, I think Richard Sherman is still a talented player, but they're still going to struggle on defense a lot. Even offense, man, they kind of got question marks on the offense, who to throw to. They lost their running back, McKinnon. I think he was a good talent. He went down, so it's going to be hard to find weapons for Jimmy G. Keys for them is defense. Try to cause turnovers. Get Kirk Cousins look like third cousins, and throw some picks. I think that's the only key way they're going to win in my eyes. Keys for Minnesota is get their running game going, get their young man Dalvin Cook going. I think he's ready and juiced up to come back, and I think they're going to feed that man the ball. I think he's going to have a good game. So I think Minnesota wins by 17.
Alrighty, Steelers and Browns will be the next game we talk about. Steelers are favored by 4 points. I think it's going to be a little more than that, but I do got Pittsburgh winning this game. Really going to be really interesting to see how this Browns team plays this year. Keys for the Browns is play really good defense. They need to see if they can do what Jacksonville did to Big Ben and get him to turn the ball over a lot. They have a tall task trying to cover Antonio Brown, and Juju Smith-Schuster, and James Washington as well. They're loaded on receiver, man, and yeah, I know, right? That's going to be really key, is see if they can stop those wide receivers as much as possible. Le'Veon Bell's not going to play this game, so I want to see how Connor plays. Keys for the Steelers is make sure Tyrod Taylor beats you. Get shorten the field a lot. That's one of the kind of knocks on Tyrod Taylor. He doesn't really throw the ball down the field. If they can do those things, I think the Steelers will win this game. It's going to be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to see how this game plays out.
Yeah, man, I'm taking the Steelers as well. I think this game could go either one or two ways. It could either be a really close game and the Browns can keep it close, or I think the Killer Bees are just going to be killing too much. That's the keys for me for Pittsburgh, is get them Killer Bees going, Bell and Brown. And of course, keep Ben from throwing interceptions. You know, at times he can have those little streaks in games where he just wants to throw picks. So I think if they can keep him from throwing picks and get Brown going and Bell being the cowbell that he is, I think they absolutely got a shot in winning this game and winning it fairly easily. Keys for the Browns is getting their wide receivers going. They got three talented wide receivers that they can easily go to. I think Carlos Hyde is still a good running back. Nick Chubb is promising, but I think that defense is going to shut them down as far as running game goes. So I think they're going to have to rely on Tyrod Taylor and his arm and them receivers. So I think the Steelers win by a touchdown.
All right. Last game we're talking about this little break is going to be Colts and the Bengals, and we're going to go through this one pretty quickly because I think
Not a whole lot.
A whole lot to talk about. Keys for the Bengals is go get Joe Mixon the ball as much as you can. Get AJ Green involved. See if you can get one deep bomb for Ross and dominate on that line play, because Bengals got really good defensive line, and Colts are getting better on their line, but still not great. Definitely interested in see how Andy Luck plays. Keys for the Colts, Andy Luck needs to play really well, not commit to stupid turnovers, and don't let Joe Mixon go crazy on you. And see if Andy Dalton still got it in his tank.
Yeah, man, I'm taking the Bengals on this one. I just don't know where Andrew Luck's at. I think he's going to be really, really rusty because he hasn't played in almost 2 years, so it's going to be rough for him. But the keys for them is to keep him upright and not taking big shots, because he hasn't really taken very many big shots. And you really don't want him taking big shots. So that's my key, is keep him upright and not getting whacked. Because I think they are going to come out. Bengals defense is going to come after them and try to come for his neck. Keys for the Bengals, I'm in the same boat. Kind of run the ball with Joe Mixon. I think Mixon's going to have a great season this year. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And honestly, I think the big key and who needs to really step up is John Ross. I think they're going to try to shut down AJ Green because they know that's the man there. So I think John Ross is going to be kind of the deciding factor. If he can step up, then they definitely got a shot. I say Bengals win by a couple of field goals.
Alrighty, well, that's going to wrap up this part of our video, and we'll be right back, and thank you for watching.